guys, it is my car show in just 3 weeks time. I can't believe it, man. For everyone that's already bought a ticket, trust me guys, we're gonna have such a good day out. I would say the camera looks like it's a little bit tilted, I reckon it's got like that. It's gonna be such a good day out. I've got so much planned, but we're gonna be talking about more about that over the coming weeks on the build up to the event. If you've still not bought yourself a ticket, why not, man? You need to get on it. It's on Father's Day. I'll link the ticket link in the description below. But yeah, currently in the RSQ3, we've had a few problems with this car. It's now all good. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the problems that we've had, the solutions to the problems. We're also going to be talking about how much it's cost to get to the car to the point that it's at currently right now. And finally, we've actually made some visual changes to it that you can't see right now, but you're going to see in this video that I think you're going to really like. What we're going to do now is rewind back a few weeks to VRS in Northampton and just start the video there, yeah? So this is an Audi RSQ3 that I bought in a recent video. I bought it from BCA and it is the cheapest RSQ3 in the country, or the cheapest non-categorized one in the country. Obviously the nature of buying from BCA is you buy cars unseen and they give you a description on the website to say that, like this car in particular, they give you a condition report and they give you an essential report. The essential report is mainly focused around the mechanical side of the car, and then the condition report is obviously focused around the overall condition of the car. Now they grade the condition from 1 to 5, 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. This car was graded as a grade 4 car. By the way, I paid £11,400 for this car, yeah, which is a large amount of money, but if you look at the book values, the retail value of this car is about £16,400 at the point that I bought the car. But there were a few issues listed on the advert. So, I say the advert, the listing of the car. So being a grade 4, you'd expect it to be quite bad, but I don't think it's too bad at all. We know the wheels need refurbing, the window tint's coming off the window there, there's a bit of a damage on the trim there, but overall it's actually a really nice car. And then if we look at the essential report, you'll see that there was an amber flag saying there's an issue with the engine running, and there was also an engine management light on the dash. Now, since buying the car, I've took it for a drive, yeah? Oh, by the way, we had it cleaned. It's looking good, isn't it? It's looking so much better now it's been cleaned. It was filthy dirty, but I took it for a drive. I did switch the engine management light off. I've drove it here today as well, so I've probably driven maybe 40 miles in it in total. And one, I am so impressed with the way this car drives. And two, despite it saying that there is an engine hunting issue, it doesn't seem like there's much wrong with it at all, but I could be wrong. So we're currently at VRS in Northampton. Obviously they're a VW Audi German car specialist, and we're going to get it on the ramp today and have a look over the car, look underneath, find out what this issue was with the engine management light, and see how much of a deal, good deal or bad deal, the RSQ3 was. Cool. So Will, hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Yep. You've been doing some work on the inside. Should we show that on this video? Yeah, we'll show that on this one. We can do that in a bit. Yeah, well, we'll show it on the engine one if not. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, you've had a lot going on at VRS. We'll probably update everyone in another video. Yep. You've got a lot going on in general, ain't you? Yeah, yeah. You're a very, very busy guy. And then I come along with cars that I bought unseen from BCA. It's not that bad, does it? Nah, do you know what? This is the thing with this car. So it's a grade 4 car and it's got a few issues on the essential check as well. So I've driven it and it seems to drive really well. I switched the light off, by the way. Yeah, but I think if it's got a cat efficiency fault, normally takes about 50 miles for it to come back in because it constantly measures that from the front and rear lambda, and it'll measure it over a certain time. So ultimately, if you've done, I've actually done Binker to here, yeah, on the way back, if you drove it back now, obviously you're leaving it, but if you drove it back now, it'd probably come back on. It's not, that's not a given, it's just a normal rough general sort of rule of thumb, yeah. So what you'll probably find is, because I think you said it's got pops and bangs. It does have a little bit anyway, yeah. But what you might find is that if it's had a tune on it with pops and bangs, it's probably melted the cat or something, or the cat's been knocked out of it to do like a ghetto stage 2. Yeah, or whatever you want to call it. We see all the time though, don't we? Yeah, yeah. So I mean, we'll just take the clamp off, pull the downpipe back, look at the cat, or take the lambda out and put the side view camera in. So we could see both sides then of the cat, and then have a look and see what's going on in there. Okay. And then ultimately either put another downpipe on it, or put a sports cat on. So I mean, it depends what you're going to do with the car and how you want to sell it. I don't know yet. I suppose how you want to sell it at the end of the day. So maybe by the end of this video we might know what we'll do. So I did actually buy it as a bit of stock, this car, and the money I paid for it, £11,200. Wow. It books at £4 grand over that. So we're in for a chance of making a profit. But then I changed my mind, decided I'm going to give it away on Planet Dream. So,
no way.
Yeah, so
really?
Because I just think it's such a cool car.
Wow, that's a proper car to give away. Yeah.
It would have made a good bit of stock, and it's going to make a lovely car for someone. But I think
you just love giving stuff away, don't you?
Mate, I'm addicted to it. We're at £500,000 now, nearly.
What, negative?
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I've don't know. It would all make sense
That's
one day.
Big house.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
You want to see a state in my house that I'm living in at the minute as well.
Is it like my reception area?
Yeah, it's pretty much like your reception area. But yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. It's all positive, isn't it? It's exciting.
Yeah, it's
so
all good, mate. It's all good.
You just had a quick look over it.
Yeah, it's got some spacers on, so it's got a nice stance.
Yeah,
I've not
I
looked at the
noticed that.
suspension, things like that. It looks nice. It's got all carbon bits inside as well, look factory.
Yeah.
And I had a quick look in the engine bay. It all looks fairly factory. Looks like it may have had an intake on because it's got a few scratches on the plastic bits.
I noticed.
Where it may have had that put back to standard, but that's kind of normal.
Okay.
When you buy a car like this, first thing everyone buys, they go online and they look for an intake.
Yeah.
Because they can put it on without any software corrections or anything like that. They can just put that on and get a bit of, it used to be back in the day when we were young, it was an induction roar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing was turboed back then.
Yeah, it just sounded good.
So you'd put that on there. So I think it's kind of just follows on from there.
Yeah,
So then people put the stuff in the shed, and I might be wrong, but that's kind
So
of.
you're basically saying you're assuming that like potentially this car's had a stage 2 tune,
Maybe a stage 1 or a stage 2, whatever it's done.
set up.
Or stage 1, and then it's just been maybe driven hard, which you would do with this car. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
And then it's been put back to stock and then obviously sold.
Yeah,
Or the
okay.
intake wise. It might have had a stock tune put back in it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know. Obviously, I'll know when I delve into the car. And I can give you more information.
So in
that
this
would
video,
kind of give me the reasoning for what's wrong with the car and the scratches and things too.
So in today's video, can we, I suppose, get it back to how it should be?
Yep.
Possibly tune it? Could we stage 1 tune it?
Yeah, I mean, what we might have to do is, if the cat's gone, it's gonna have to, if you're gonna give it away or sell it, it's up to you whether or not you want a cat on it. We can either put a sports cat on it or we can decat it completely.
Yeah.
But obviously there's an issue with the MOT then, isn't there?
We can work all that out later on in the video.
But that needs to be decided.
Yeah.
And then I can then do whatever it is you want me to do with it. So, and then we'll give it an oil change.
It does need a service, due a service as well.
Oil change and plugs. And then I'll check the fuel trims for the injectors. Things 2014 might be okay. The earlier cars, the injectors used to have issues.
Oh, right.
So we can check all that anyway. So,
okay.
And if it has to have the injectors out and cleaned and stuff, then so be it. So hopefully not, because it's a long job. But
yeah, that's definitely a long, expensive job.
Well, all right. If you replace them, it is, yeah. So, but yeah, let's just see what it's like. It may have had all that already done.
Yeah.
So, because you know, if you went to some of the reputable tuning companies, when we do tune these, one of the stipulations is that the injectors are checked and cleaned. So, if we do it, then that will need to be
that
needs to be done anyway, because of issues with uneven fueling. So,
yeah. All right.
But yeah, that's all right.
That's wicked. So we'll leave it with you today. Put back in a couple of weeks' time, and it'll be like brand new.
Yeah, be fast.
Sort of. It is raining, but it's actually quite warm, so it's quite nice. I've got shorts on and a hoodie. Look, in fact, on that though, look, hashtag on it shorts, yeah? Available at calvinscardiary.com. I've got the hoodie as well, yeah? On it. Every hoodie's got like a little positive saying at the top as well. Can't quite remember what this one is, but it's definitely positive. It's definitely hashtag on it. And then behind me here, we've got the RSQ3. So we've basically fast forwarded a few weeks, right? So I think at the last chapter of this video, we were stood about here with Will, talking about the whole long list of problems with the RSQ3. They've since been sorted out. And in the meantime, you'll notice there's been a slight change to the RSQ3. And basically the silver pack's gone. We now have a black pack. And by the way, the black pack consists of the mirrors, the window trims, the roof trims, or roof bars, roof rails, the front grille with a front badge, the bottom splitter there, the ducts here, and if you come to the rear of the car, the trims at the top of the boot lid there, the rear badge, and the rear diffuser. It's a nice transformation. On the first video that I posted of this car, we were sort of in two minds whether it needed to be done. I read a few comments and a lot of people were like, Helv, you must do black pack. And I was actually 50-50 about it, but the silver trims in some places were a bit faded, so they were sort of a mix match of colours, and the mirrors have been repainted like a satin silver, not the correct satin silver. In fact, there's an RS4 over there. So like the RS4 over there, they're done correctly. What a lovely car they are, by the way. Do you know what? I actually looked at them the other day. A convertible one of them as a summer car. What a wicked summer car. Listen to it. Oh mate, this is like perfect. It's like I've staged this for a video. Listen to that car. That car has got so much character. The width of the arches, they are like, yeah. Are they one of the best cars ever made? They're not one of the best cars ever made, but visually they definitely are. They're such a good looking thing. But anyway, yeah, shout out to the RS brand. It's a wonderful thing. Black pack's looking good. And I think what we need to do now is, because we're actually giving this car away, I think this Friday on Planet Dreams, not too sure when this video is going live, but if you want to be in for a chance of winning this car for completely free, you can enter via the link in the description below. But what we need to do now is get Will on camera and see what work he's done to the car in the meantime, all right? Let's go. So, Will, RSQ3. Oh, it's got the black pack on it. Did you notice it's got the black pack?
It looks good.
I showed you, didn't I? Sorry, as I pulled up, yeah.
No, when we talked about it, I was like, yeah, definitely do that. It will look really nice. So I think it looks loads better like that.
It does.
Because red and gloss black to me is like the Golf GTI red and gloss black looks really nice. If you get an RS4 like that, in Mazzano red, car. They actually look nice with the aluminium as well, and these do. But they're all like that, and I think it's nice just to have a different, just with a gloss black.
I just think, yeah, red and black generally just goes so well together. Whereas on that car, in fact, whilst we're on the subject of this car, is it open? No. Probably not. But it's actually a subscriber of the channel's car, and I just had a little look inside. The
interior is out of this world.
Is unreal,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's like the Tickford Diamond. Yeah, it's really nice.
That is my kind of car.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, yeah, the silver pack works really well against the blue on that. So, yeah, anyway, RSQ3.
So, came in, cat fault.
Oh, yeah.
Popping and banging and all that.
Oh, of course, because I bought this from BCA with an issue.
You did.
And I'm concerned that the issue's massive. How big was that problem?
There was no cat in it. So, what I believe is that previous owners knocked the original cat out and then basically I had a pop and bang map on, or had a pop and bang map on that's melted the cat. Don't know, either or. So obviously we've now removed the pop and bang map, and we've put a stage 1 map with the cat off still. That's on there. So that's
good, because I must admit I've driven it, and like before and after the map. And the map before, the pops and bangs, they were like quite leery. It was a bit over the top. It sounded a bit cheap,
well, he's
tacky.
Get in trouble with that, so
I don't like really that.
It's not right for this car.
No, so, it's not.
We've cleaned. We've replaced the air filter in it, and that's done. And it's had new plugs, new coil packs, and obviously road tested it, logged it, it's all mint. And yeah, just.
So what sort of power will this run now?
So I would have thought on that about 410-ish.
Okay, so a bit over 400 brake horsepower.
Yeah, it'd be just over 400, yeah. So obviously, and it's going to need to be run on 99 on fuel realistically, because these don't like 95 on fuel. It's a big no-no.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, I mean, it's 400 horsepower. It's a lot of power.
It is a lot of power.
Yeah, and really, the pistons aren't as strong as other ones in these. So it's always 99 on fuel. Yeah, they bring Land's brake on them and stuff. So even all the red top engines, you always run them on 99 on fuel. Oh, even a stock engine.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like it.
Blimey, that's a good bit of advice for everyone.
Yeah, no, it is on this particular one anyway. So better to. People don't have to. It depends how much. If you thrash in the car and 95 on fuel, only one thing's going to happen, and it's not going to be good. So
that's interesting. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
So, but obviously it had spacers on it already. Had a little look around it underneath, and yeah, it's all right. So, we've serviced the engine as well, done all that, and the grab handle on the roof was broken. I put a brand new one of those in there. And that was about it, really.
I can't think if
there wasn't really anything. There wasn't much with it, mate. To be fair, it was literally the cat light. Yeah. And then you've done some bodywork bits, haven't you? All this black pack and stuff.
Yeah. I was quite lucky with this one, considering
you were. To be fair, yeah.
Considering I bought it as like a broken car, it was already quite nice, and it's now even more nice.
All it was is it's just somebody's done it to make it noisier and faster, and but just done it on the cheap. So and now it's had a proper tune in it, so decent software in it. So yeah, it's really good.
Wicked.
Lovely, mate.
Thank you, Will. So that is it. The RSQ3 is finally complete. To be honest with you, amongst everything that's going on at the minute, with the priority even is we've got the car show in a few weeks' time, and all of my effort and energy, although there's a bit of effort's gone into this car, all of my energy at the minute is going into planning and getting organised for the car event. We've got so many cars that we want to bring to the event. Well, one of them hasn't yet been announced on the channel. I've also got to organise an arrival car to the event. So yeah, there's a lot to sort out. I know so many of you have bought tickets already, but for those that haven't yet bought a ticket, I'll link the ticket link in the description below. I'll also link Planet of Dreams in the description below for anyone who wants to be in for a chance to win. And this, is it next Friday or this Friday? I'm not too sure, but I'll put the date on the screen now. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll link VRS in the description below as well. And hit like, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh wait, we didn't even talk about the cost of the problems. How much did it cost me to get the car to the state that it's in today? So basically, the mechanical bill was about 1,300 quid, and the cost to do the black pack on the car, I've not yet had the bill, but based on the amount of stuff that they had to paint, the amount of work that was involved with doing it, I don't know, feel free to have a guess below, but it's cost at least a couple of grand in total, probably quite a lot more than that. But it's made a nice car. We've got it well below retail, and it's going to make a lovely prize for you lot next Friday.